Hello, fellow bakers, and welcome to the Breaking Bread podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Parker, and today we're diving into a topic crucial for all of us: how to properly store your bread with insights from resident expert Henry Hunter, founder of Baking Great Bread at Home and author of Vitale Sourdough Mastery. Trust me, you won't want to miss his helpful hints and rich history on bread preservation. Prepare to get cozy with your crusty companions. So, let's set the stage. Picture the old times where bread was lovingly nestled in cool, dry places like larders or pantries, often wrapped in cloth or snug within wooden boxes. This was not just for an aesthetic vintage charm, but all in service of keeping our beloved bread from drying out and safe from tiny invaders. Yes, I'm talking about pests. Now, prepare for a slice of surprise. Despite what many of us believe, the refrigerator, our modern marvel of food preservation, is actually not the bread's best friend. Bizarre, isn't it? Refrigeration is a process that's meant to preserve, but ironically, it speeds up a process called retrogradation, where starch molecules in our bread crystallize. End result? You're left with bread dry and crumbly, a travesty for any bread lover. So what does Henry suggest? Well, he recommends using specialized bread storage bags for short-term storage. These bags are a perfect home for your bread, maintaining the right balance of airflow and moisture. And don't worry about where to find these, we got you covered. Check the show notes for a link to Henry's recommended storage bags. Moving on to long-term storage, where your daily bread might need to sleep a little longer. And here's the good news: your freezer is perfect for the job. Tightly wrap your loaf in plastic wrap, then snuggle it into a freezer bag. Baby, it's cold inside, but your bread will stay fresh, up to a month or even longer. But what happens when it's time to wake the beast, to defrost that icy loaf? Henry, our bread whisperer, has the answer. Let it thaw at room temperature for a few hours, then pep it up in a 350-degree oven for about 10-15 minutes. It's like the prince's kiss in a fairy tale, bringing your bread back to life with a crust as fresh as a first bake. Too good to be true? Try it. Remember, dear listeners, proper bread storage is just as important as the baking process itself. With these tips from Henry, you'll not just bake, but also savor your homemade bread in its best quality for much longer. Let's keep that bake fresh taste going, shall we? That's a wrap for this episode of Breaking Bread with Rachel Parker. I hope you found these storage tips as helpful as a baker's oven mitts. Enjoyed our bread talk? Then subscribe and leave a review. It really helps spread the love for our podcast among fellow bread enthusiasts. Also, do visit our YouTube channel for some visual guides on bread baking and storage. Just search for Breaking Bread Podcast. Until next time, keep baking, keep innovating, and may all your loaves stay oven fresh and lip-smacking delicious. Remember to share your bakes with those you hold dear. As always, happy baking!